for award-winning coverage of the New York Yankees. This has been a presentation of the Yes Network. Your home for award-winning coverage of the
269 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 Rogue Platinum trims.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
Friday evening here in New York City. Big crowd expected at the ballpark because it's Aaron Judge football jersey night. A lot of stuff going on, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the St. Louis Cardinals in the first of three from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Paul O'Neill, I'm Michael Kay. Yankees lose 2 out of 3 to the Nationals in D.C., so they look to bounce back against the Cardinals, sending out to the mound a man by the name of Marcus Stroman. Last 3 starts, really good.
He really has been good. He's kind of, turned the season around. I think he's getting back to his sinker and his breaking ball. In 6 shutout innings in the Little League game. Last time out, gave up a few runs, but the Yankees ended up with a win. I mean, Marcus Stroman basically has given you what you expected. A lot of innings and a lot of starts with your team with the chance to win.
All right, so you take a look at those 3 starts, 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, and he has, as Paul said, given them in each start a chance to win the game. Now, one guy that he's going to have to deal with, and a Cardinal offense that's kind of mid right now, Mason Wynn. He is not mid. Their shortstop can hit.
Yeah, he can hit. Last year, he didn't show his hitting ability. He got to the major leagues because he's a defensive wizard, and he's very athletic. All of a sudden this year, 287, 12 home runs, 10 stolen bases. He can do a lot of things. You talk about the new crop of shortstops in baseball. Well, he is definitely one of them. He can do a lot of things on the field for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he can hit, and he can play defense. Just take a look at this resume. As Paul mentioned, 383 last 14 games, 287 for the season, a 4.8 wins above replacement, 5th in the National League amongst position players, and he can really pick it. 14 defensive runs saved. That's 3rd in the National League. For the Yankees, well, Alex Verdugo has started to heat up after that stretch where he struggled. What's happening? Meredith Marakovitz has more when we return right here on Yes. That day is here. Yankees, Red Sox.
Verdugo? How can you not enjoy that?
Strike 3. Driven deep to center field. A long home run from Aaron Judge. Back-to-back home runs. Judge and Wells and O'Neill. He went out of the park too. Left 2.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone money back on the stuff they buy. So I bought all these kids a bunch of candy. I know what I'm doing.
A debit card with cash back. Discover Cashback Debit.
Introducing new Advil Targeted Relief, the only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. New Advil Targeted Relief.
Your ears a rest. Love your ears. Learn more at hearinghealthfoundation.org. Keep listening.
It is Friday night in the Bronx, and it is time for baseball here on Yes as the Yankees welcome the St. Louis Cardinals for the first of a 3-game series. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Morakovitz. The Yankees will try to bounce back after losing 2 of 3 to the Nationals. One guy that they've been encouraged about, though, is Alex Verdugo. He's been swinging it much better as of late. He has a 5-game hit streak going. He's batting .421 over that span with a home run and 4 RBIs. Earlier today, I asked Aaron Boone what the biggest difference is for Verdugo at the plate.
Probably a little more patience. You know, I feel like he's doing a good job with that. He's had some walks in there, but again, you know, this is in a stretch where, you know, some tougher left-on-left matchups where I feel like he's strung together some good at bats day in and day out, and hopefully keep that up, you know, into this weekend.
And Alex Verdugo will round out the order, batting 9th and playing left field. Ben Rice is in there at first base, while Austin Wells is behind the plate, catching Marcus Stroman. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Marcus Stroman gets the ball. Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill are on the call. We'll have baseball next, right here on Yes.
That day is here. Yankees, Red Sox.
Verdugo, how can you not enjoy that?
Strike 3.
And O'Neill, he went out of the park too.
When you're a sports fan, nothing beats being there. And when you're with Amex Platinum, you never miss the next big moment. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Diabetes can serve up a lot of questions, like what is your glucose and can you have more carbs? Before you decide, with the Freestyle Libre 3 system, know your glucose and where it's heading. No finger sticks needed. Now the world's smallest and thinnest sensor sends your glucose levels directly to your smartphone. Manage your diabetes with more confidence and lower your A1C, the #1 CGM prescribed in the U.S. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
When you get all-you-can-eat boneless wings and fries at Buffalo Wild Wings, you create an infinite loop of boneless wings and fries with no beginning, no end. Just boneless wings and fries forever and ever until they are you and you are them. All-you-can-eat boneless wings for $19.99 on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. New FanDuel customers will get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. By Hyundai, with a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. And by Tunnel to Towers, help America's heroes donate $11 a month at T2T.org. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Yankees back home for the Labor Day weekend. Big crowd on hand. Yanks have taken the field. Marcus Stroman taking his warm-ups. We're taking a look at the Cardinals starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. Wynn, Burleson, and Arenado at the top of the order. Donovan, Goldschmidt, and Nootbaar, that's the middle. Walker, Pages, and Scott II will fill out the rest of the starting 9. They'll be facing that guy, Marcus Stroman, making his 26th start. 9-6 with a 3.88. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher's scouting report.
Well, we talked about it, Michael. He's thrown the ball a lot better. 4-3. Good over his last 3 starts. Only given up 4 earned runs and better breaking ball. To me, he's got away from that cutter a little bit. Gone back to his sinker and his true breaking ball. Getting a lot more ground balls. That's what you like to see. And keep him down. Cards are the bottom 10 in the major leagues in runs, slugging, and homers. Might be a good matchup for Stroman.
Well, I think it's time to take a look at the Yankee defense, presented by Defender. Verdugo, Judge, and Soto, left to right in the outfield. Infield, Chisholm, Volpe, Torres, and Rice. That's third to first. Wells behind the plate. Stanton at DH. Stroman on the mound. I walked past a Defender today.
Love it.
I was at my kid's school. I almost took a picture in front of it to tell people.
I'm not going to brag, Michael, but I have one.
Really?
I love it. So I'm not a car guy, but I absolutely love that car.
Wow. I love it. You're big league.
My wife bought it for me. I don't even know how much it costs.
We talked about Mason Wynn on the open. He's digging in. He's ready. Marcus Stroman is ready. Big crowd on hand here at the stadium. And let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch, a strike, well underway. C.B. Buckner, the home plate umpire. Ben May at first, Adam Beck at second. Dan Iasonia is over at third.
See me flinch over here when you said C.B. Buckner? Wow.
Why don't we take a look at what he's about?
You know what? I'd rather close the book on him.
Pitcher friendly, Paul.
Yes, he is.
29th big league season, more outside strikes on righties, more low strikes on lefties. Some of the Cardinal hitters have some decent numbers against Stroman. Be interested to see how he navigates that. 2-2. Burleson on deck. Stroman kicks and deals. Fouled away.
Yeah, we were talking about win, Michael. I mean, he had a few games last year up in the major leagues. Didn't hit much, but still has his rookie status. Second-round pick back in 2020, but really, really a lot of fundamentals and a lot of tools on the field.
For the Cardinals. Swing and a miss. Win. Down on strikes. All right, Paul, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, I'm thinking the keys of the game. You're getting close to September. This is the fun part. I mean, you've got 28 games left, a 1.5 game lead in the American League East. You cannot wait to get to the ballpark. Still hope the Cards won 2 out of 3 against the Brewers, 2 out of 3 against Minnesota, and just split with San Diego. They're 6 games back of the wild card. The organization still has hope that they can bring it in and just win, baby. You ever heard that, Michael?
I've heard that. Al Davis used to say it.
Doesn't matter who you play. At this point, I don't care if they're good teams, bad teams. You just got to race to the finish line.
Sky the other way, and the count 0-2 on the Cardinals DH. And the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply to first. Ben Rice right there takes it himself, 2 down. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 71 feels like 67. Might I say it feels almost a tad bit autumnal. 17% chance of rain, 63% humidity. The wind is blowing in from left field.
Now you're just showing off. You're just a little bit like fall. You know, everybody understands that.
People know autumnal with the Yankees being in the World Series all the time. Arenado swings at the first pitch, lofts it to center, Judge is there, and the Cardinals go down in order, 1-2-3. Cardinals nothing, the Yankees come.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Firehouse Subs, Hook and Ladder jingle, take 1.
Hook and ladder, when it's hot, it just tastes better. Warm that smoky turkey, that thin slice.
Guys, this is a 30-second ad. You gotta sing faster.
Hook and ladder, when it's hot, it just tastes better. Melty cheese and toast bread, mustard, mayo, purpose bread, lettuce, green, and onion. The sandwich is too big for the song. It's too big.
All right, so the Cardinals go down in order against Marcus Stroman. Now Eric Fetty on the mound. Take a look at the Yankees starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. Torres, Soto, and Judge at the top of the order. Then you got Wells, Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's the middle. And the bottom third. Anthony Volpe at short, Ben Rice at first, Alex Verdugo. He's going to play left and bat ninth. And they're going to face Eric Fetty. This is his 27th start. Pretty good numbers. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, the great escape. You talk about it. He was traded from the White Sox, who are now 31 and 104, to the Cardinals last month. So that was a great thing for him. And the KBO MVP kind of turned his career around last year in Korea, where he won the MVP and then ended up signing back over here with Chicago. Cutter, sinker, sweeper, change, sweeper. That's a breaking ball, Michael. But that's what he throws.
It was a smart signing by the White Sox. 2 years, $15 million, and then they, cashed in and got some prospects for him. Gleyber Torres had his 27-game on-base streak snapped in Wednesday's loss in D.C., but he has really settled in nicely at the leadoff spot. Sees a lot of pitches.
Yeah, his at-bats have been much better. I don't know if it was just like a pat on the back, like, hey, now you're our leadoff hitter, but he has been having better at-bats since he went to the one spot.
Swing and a miss. Powered it by him. One away. How about the Cardinals defense presented by Defender? Well, let's just look at Mason Wynn at shortstop. 14 defensive runs saved, so he can pick it. Overall, a pretty good defensive team. Pedro Pajes is behind the plate catching Fetty. There's Juan Soto. He was 0 for 12 against his old team and shows bunt there. 1-0. But last year in 6 games against the Cardinals, they couldn't get him out. He hit .458. And a strike. 1-1.
I'm talking to Juan Soto today, and let's ask him how was it going back home, after the years they had there. And he said, he could not believe how many people, just greeting him at the ballpark, and the workers around the ballpark, a lot like Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's just once you meet and you never forget the faces, right?
And he helped them win a championship.
That always helps, too.
Yep. That one is ripped into right center field. It's a base hit. So Soto breaks his 0 for 13 slide and gets a 1-out single in front of Judge.
Well, a little jam shot, but again, when you have a level swing, and even if you get jammed, you're going to hit a little looping line drive in for a base hit instead of a fly ball that they run down easily.
So here's Aaron Judge. Now, I know you're going to ask me something, so I'm going to actually give you the question before you ask me.
Now you can read my mind.
Yes.
All right.
You're wondering, has Judge hit a home run against every team in baseball? And I'd say, yeah, everyone but the Cardinals.
Trying the reverse jinx.
Yeah, you like that.
You know what? I feel like we had 4 days off.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something. I haven't seen Judge hit in 4 days.
There you go. And hitting it home run. He needs you around.
I should have found him today.
He was 3 for 9, though, in that National Series.
And what a defensive play, huh? Made over the wall. Oh. Tremendous.
Tracy Morgan at the game, right by the Yes App logo. Did you see that?
I did.
The 0-2. 1-2.
I get the feeling like most hitters, when they're 0-2, are in trouble. They start to panic. You see 0-2 against Soto. You see 0-2 against Judge. Really nothing changes. They're still very, very locked into the strike zone. Good pitch there, just swung through it. But, it's not like they panic when they get down to the count.
So 2 strikeouts for Fetty.
Sometimes everything goes right. You just miss the baseball. It's a good swing.
There's Austin Wells. With Wells behind the plate this year, the Yankees are 45-31. 32-22 with Trevino and 1-3 with Narvaez.
I'm starting to notice about Wells, and I thought early in the year, you know, he was really hitting the ball okay. Good swings, not getting much for it as far as hits. But now, if you really break down he's a really good guy to have at the plate in big situations. I mean, he really comes through and puts good at bats, you know, runners in scoring position, late in the game, times like that. And that's what you really notice as a manager. You know, you try to get these guys in a position where they have those big at bats.
Runner goes. Ball fouled back to the screen. Soto got a pretty good jump. Stanton's on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Chopped softly towards short. Wynn takes it to second. That'll do it. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We played 1.
It's a big match for the National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just Godzilla bankroll, Stones and Chili on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazer, stay full of revenge. My arts is crafty dogs. Why I stuck with Laffy Taffy, wondering. Get past me, I've been doing this before now.
World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button.
Get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 GMC Hummer EV pickup for around $849 per month. We are professional grade GMC.
If you haven't been in the country, you have to come and visit.
That'll be an adventure.
Some new friends.
It's so quiet around here.
I admire you. Louise is a beautiful woman.
Something's not right with him.
I want to leave now.
Remember that time you tried to leave and you didn't say goodbye?
Why are you doing this?
Because you let us. Speak no evil. Rated R.
They also help those with an increased risk for glaucoma, and the appointment is often free or at no out-of-pocket cost. It's easy to see if you qualify. Go to EYECareAmerica.org.
Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. New FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. Now we go to the second inning here in the Bronx. 0-0. Yankees and the Cardinals. A lot of history in those uniforms. Yankees have won 27 championships. That's the most in baseball. The Cardinals have won 11 World Series, the most in the National League. They've actually played each other 5 times in the World Series. Cardinals won in 26, 42, and 64. And the Yankees, well, they won in 28 and 43.
Michael, you've been to St. Louis. What a great baseball town. I mean, they just flock to the games. Have always stood by. You know, it's just the way you are if you live in St. Louis. You're a Cardinals fan.
And on certain days, if you ever wondered what it's like to play baseball on the surface of the sun, wow, that would be the city.
I got one of my first starts in St. Louis at first base on the AstroTurf, and you're right. I mean, I don't know if it was because I was nervous or what, but I thought I was going to pass out. It was like 150 out there.
Still 2-2 on Donovan. Cardinals went down in order against Stroman in the first inning. Stroman doesn't have great numbers against the Cardinals lifetime. 1-6 with a 5.30. His home ERA is 5.09. His road ERA is 2.56. But here's the one that really jumps out at you. On the road, he allows 0.43 home runs per 9 innings. Here at the stadium, he allows 1.96 home runs per 9 innings. That's the highest in baseball. And his road number, that's the lowest in baseball.
Yeah, I get back to, and this is just my opinion, obviously, where he fell in love with that cut fastball, his cutter. And that's a ball that if you miss, is usually out over the plate, just kind of spinning that you can elevate. And a lot of times it ends up at home runs. You stay with that sinker and your breaking ball, you're going to get a lot of ground balls. You're going to keep the ball in the ballpark here in Yankee Stadium.
And, guys, he also made some mechanical adjustments about 3 starts ago. He got together with Matt Blake and some of the other staff really broke down some video. And, Paul, Matt Blake told me earlier today that his lower half was just a little bit too wide. So he tightened that up a little bit as Aaron Judge records the first out of the inning. He also was getting a little bit too rotational. So they kind of tightened his delivery up a little bit. He was able to repeat it, and he's getting better lines to the plate, which means he is throwing more strikes, Paul, and he has looked much, much better the last 3 times out.
And there was a big concern when he was struggling that, you know, the velocity was down. Maybe he was getting tired. That's what happened last year. But he was sure that it wasn't that. He just said something was off in terms of mechanics. That one's drilled to right center, and it bangs off the base of the wall, kicks out into center field. Judge will retrieve, and Goldschmidt has himself a double.
Well, again, that sinker kind of just sailed there up in the strike zone, and not a guy that you want to miss with. And watch the ricochet off this wall. That was like a Super Bowl coming off the bottom of the wall there.
Let's check out Coors Light beating the pressure on Paul Goldschmidt. Most 100-plus RBI seasons. Goldschmidt has 4, tied with Anthony Rizzo. Arenado has 7. These are active players right now, and he leads all of Big League Baseball. Here's Lars Nootbaar. You know, we told you that the offense for the Cardinals has not been great this year, and that's one of the reasons they're a 500 team. And a lot of the fault lies with Arenado and Goldschmidt, with runners in scoring position. These are their 2 best players. They have 12 total extra bases. Both of them can be combined.
Yeah, they didn't come into this year thinking this is going to be a rebuilding year. I mean, they thought they had a legitimate chance. And, you know, offensively, when your 2 stars don't put up the type of numbers you're accustomed, you know, your offense is going to struggle.
Two and one on Nootbaar.
Nootbaar, he got carried away with the O's and the A's there, didn't he?
Up the middle and off the glove of Volpe, and it trickles into center field. He'll retrieve, and Goldschmidt will stop at third. So a single for Nootbaar.
Well, this ball was scorched, and it just it kind of ate Volpe up. It's just kind of a short hop. See Goldschmidt going back to the base, kind of had to read it if it was going to get caught or not, but that's almost self-defense at that point, off the heel of the glove.
So here's Jordan Walker. Walker called up to the big leagues today as the team designated Tommy Pham for assignment. Had a good rookie season, but he was hitting 155 with no homers in 20 games when he was sent down to the minors in late April and just got called back today. He's just 22 years old, but I expected more from him.
Yeah, and if you're Marcus Stroman, I mean, you know he's just back. Now you're 0-2. You're either looking for that ground ball by jamming him or that sinker, or to get that slider, swing and a miss off the plate.
Walker, 85 games at AAA, 263 with 9 home runs. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Second strikeout for Stroman, a big one.
Yeah, it certainly is. Again, that's not the cutter. That's a breaking ball. And then, you know, as a hitter, that's going to go away from you enough to get that swing and a miss. See, around the baseball, much bigger eye on it. You see it go down and away. You got a chance for a strikeout there where a misplaced cutter, it's going to get hit hard.
Here is Pedro Pajes. Now, Pajes was backing up Wilson Contreras this year. But Contreras was hit by a pitch and broke his right middle finger. They hope to get him back in mid-September, so right now it's Pajes splitting time with Ivan Herrera. One and one. First and third with 2 outs. We're in the second. 1 and 2.
And Austin Wells giving signs, first and third, whether to throw through, whether to hold it. A lot of things could happen here to try to steal a run for the Cardinals, where most of the time, if I was managing, Michael, you hold the ball and you give your pitcher an opportunity to get out of this by himself.
Runner goes. High fly ball, deep left center. Judge is there. Makes the play, and that'll do it. No runs. 2 hits. 2 men left. Stroman likes what he sees.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds!
If it's always been a dream to go to Paris, why stay in a hotel on the touristy side of Paris? Get an Airbnb on the Paris-y side of Paris.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine.
It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Young Yankees fan Jake is celebrating his first birthday. Happy birthday, Jake. Starting out great. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game.
Jake's a lefty. He's got a future.
It's a good way to be.
Good pitcher.
Giancarlo Stanton, 1 hit in his last 13 at-bats. Takes a ball, 1-0. Inside. The Yankees in D.C., they just couldn't hit with runners in scoring position. They won for 26, while they ended up losing 2 out of 3. Now, Aaron Boone chooses to look at the positive. He said there was a lot of traffic. That one is driven into center field. Scott back, still back. It's going to be over his head and off the base of the wall. He'll fire the ball in, and Stanton has himself a double. That ball was just hit so hard he couldn't react.
I was going to say the same thing. That's a line drive, usually run down by a good center fielder, but this ball was hit so hard that as a player, you're just not seeing it. It beats you to the wall.
Ouch. 116.5 off the bat. Leadoff double for Stanton. Here is Chisholm. He grounds it to the right side. Donovan Fields over to Goldschmidt. Moving to third is Stanton.
Chisholm went after the first pitch, but, you know, as a left-hander, you just got to make sure you get something you can pull. If you make an out, you got to at least get the runner over what he did. And now if you're Anthony Volpe, you got to realize that the hitter before you almost gave himself up to put you in this position. You got to get the run in.
They play the infield back. Now they're moving in before the pitch is delivered.
Little trick play out there.
Mm-hmm. Now remember, they don't have to come all the way into the grass because Stanton does not have great speed at third, so you can back up a little bit more than you normally would when you're playing in. The third baseman, Arenado, is about halfway, so he's fairly deep for an infield in. I'd say it's halfway right now.
Yeah, and on your point, I mean, the Yankees are going to see the ball through here. Stanton in no way is going to go on contact. He's going to see the ball through the infield so he can jog home.
He's joking with Arenado. High fly ball, right field. Let's see if he tags. Walker makes the catch. He's tagging. He's coming home, and the throw is cut off by Goldschmidt. It's a soft fly for Volpe, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead.
We saw some baseball there, didn't we, Michael? Lead off double, move him over, get him in. Good job by Volpe, staying inside the ball. You know, I always felt like it was easier to hit the ball the other way, to elevate it. You don't pull off the ball. That ball is actually on the inner half, but you can shoot it the other way by staying inside the ball easily. Score Big G from third base.
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're always honest with me.
Right.
Runner at third base. Why wouldn't you try to throw it all the way home? What's the harm?
You might as well just heave it.
Yeah.
You are so used to doing the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Seldom do you just let one air out. It could end up in the stands. It's just the way it is, Michael. You teach yourself too many things over the years to go against it.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Now mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious. For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
High prices everywhere? Not here. Kohl's has lowered prices on thousands of items store-wide. Because we know a little savings goes a long way. Kohl's.
There are some feelings you can get with any sports book.
The highs! No.
The no-no-nos.
The oh-oh-ohs. Hey, what you want to do with this?
But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of.
Oh, I just earned a hotel suite.
You only get that here at the sportsbook Born in Vegas, where they know how to treat you right.
Who you talking to, Jamie Foxx?
Bonus bets, exclusive offers, real-world rewards. Bet MGM. Download and bet today.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
I'm cake.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds. The more you need AARP.
Well, come to Yankee Stadium to cheer on the New York Yankees. Scan the QR code or visit Yankees.com to purchase tickets. Well, we go to the third inning. It's 1-0 Yankees on the sac fly by Volpe. And Victor Scott II leads off against Stroman, and there's a strike. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Cardinals' order.
Here, I got your glasses. You're going to need those. I guarantee it, right?
Yeah, I got some decent sleep last night. I think I could see better.
Really?
Yeah.
You got new glasses. Are those a lower magnifying ones or something?
No, I've had these all year. Thanks for watching. 1-2 on Scott.
Did I remember correctly? But we were in Houston, like, opening series, and you broke, like, this special pair of glasses or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you've obviously replaced them. I haven't noticed, but, yeah, nice job.
Grounded to second. I think he was just so discombobulated being on the road.
Opening day, where are we?
Yeah.
Where's Yankee Stadium? Huh?
So on my radio show today, Don LaGreca just comes up with this gem. He goes, Paul's so good on there, he should do all the games. I said, yeah, but half of the games are on the road.
Oh, boy.
Nice idea, Don.
He said I was good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He said, you and Paul are so good, you should work all the games.
Wow.
I said, Paul's got grandchildren. I think he's not up for that.
That's weird. I got grandchildren. You got children about the same age.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. I'm the Benjamin Button of the two. Now, I've got sources.
Many of
them. That tell me that you were at the ballpark at 1 o'clock today.
Yeah.
What's happened to you?
Well, because everybody was so surprised. I thought we had a day game. No, I did the story behind the number.
Yeah,
and I had fun doing it. It was great.
With Gracie Cashman.
Yes, and I'm going to give a little hint out.
Okay.
So at the end of it, they brought out my wife's cookies, my wife's recipe for cookies that they did some research from an old cookbook. And I'm telling you what, they were I gave one to James. Audrey had a bite or two.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, you were, you were down in your cave doing your radio show.
Okay.
Sorry.
So they got it right?
Oh, delicious. Perfect.
So for those that are wondering, Paul had that cookie, and he's going to work out for 6 hours tomorrow rather than 3.
I'm a dessert guy.
Swing and a miss. Win. Down on strikes.
Well, against Stroman, I mean, he's off to a great start tonight with a good sinker, throwing strikes, and then able to get some swing and misses late in the count. A little two-seam fastball. A little cut on it.
Here's Alec Burleson. Big cut. Right out of his helmet.
That used to really get pitchers' attention. When you swung too hard, ended up on your back knee, or your helmet came off. It was usually the next one. It was a purpose pitch.
That one is laced into right center field, and it's a base hit in front of Soto. So Burleson with a 2-out single.
Yeah, it had that sound like it hit off the end of the bat, and it did not give Soto enough time. Yeah, sinker away. Really good pitch. Every once in a while, a hitter just does something with a good pitch. It just loops it into right center field.
And that'll bring up Arenado. Big league season for Arenado, 33 years old. He beat the Padres Wednesday with a walk-off single against their tough closer, Robert Suarez. Arenado's known as his own worst critic, Paul, kind of like how you were, and he recently called his at-bats terrible.
Well, sometimes when you just tell the truth, you're at it. You don't have to explain anything. If they're terrible, they're terrible. But you got to remember, I mean, he's got a pretty good resume. I mean, he's looking at an unbelievable career where, you know, he's used to doing much better things offensively.
10 Gold Gloves. Tied for the second most by any third baseman in Major League history. He's tied with Mike Schmidt. Brooks Robinson had 16 Gold Gloves.
It's 6 Platinum Gloves. I mean, really?
That's pretty good.
8-time All-Star. This is his 12th season. He had 8 with the Rockies. This is his 4th year with the Cards. 33 years old, so he's still got time to do a lot of things.
You know, his string of Gold Gloves was broken by Charlie Hayes' son.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. Key Brian Hayes broke the streak last year of the Pirates.
Not just defense. I mean, he's led the National League 3 times in home runs. He had 42 in 15, 41 in 16, and 38 in 2018. So, again, another guy that has put together a fine resume offensively.
Picks up a single there, moving Burleson to second. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Donovan.
Again, you're in a 2-out situation where, you know, if you're Stroman, you really didn't make bad pitches. You just had a couple good swings, a couple singles, an opportunity to get out of this inning.
Donovan grounds it foul.
Some of the interleague games, Michael, it just kind of looks cool on the field. I mean, when you see the Cardinals uniforms and the old Sox here, it just reminds you of the old school with the, you know, the Yankee and the Cardinals in the World Series, huh?
Now, speaking of interleague play, the Cardinals are the only team in baseball that have never won a game at the new Yankee Stadium. What? But these are the 2 great uniforms, 2 of the great uniforms in sports. Trying to sneak in behind Burleson. I like these unis. Yankees, obviously.
Giants,
the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And I think the Red Sox have a neat uniform.
Yeah.
Too. 1-1. 2-1.
Not going to go to the ones you don't like.
There are several. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings. So that's just so positive.
A lot of the new like softball looking uniforms they do for, you know, the City
Connect. Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Two and 2 on Donovan. Yankees lead 1-0. First and second, 2 outs. We're in the 3rd inning. First game of a 3-game set. Yankees in the Cards. 2-2. Rip foul.
Boy, how do you keep a lefty off of a sinker away, Michael? You throw that breaking ball way inside to make him, you know, understand that the inside corner is still in play, like you did right there to Donovan.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Yankees up 1-0. Popped up, left side, Chisholm. Makes the play. Oh, he dropped the ball. Could not hold on when he ran into the screen. So Donovan will get another swing.
Yeah, it looks like he had a chance here. Then he kind of ran out of room. But once in a while, you kind of get jarred when you hit that net. That just went off the end of his glove.
So Stroman has to make another pitch now. Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Burleson rounds third. He will score. Soto throws behind Arenado, who just gets back. It's an RBI single for Donovan, who got a free swing, and the game is tied at 1.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, you had a play. It would have been a great play by Chisholm, but, you know, again, if you're Stroman, you want the ball on the ground. It just so happened that this ground ball found a hole, ball up in the strike zone just enough where he was kind of able to center it in the middle of the field. Glaber really playing over in a shift almost. No chance for Soto.
So a ribby for Donovan is 58th, and Matt Blake comes to the mound. Just give Stroman a little bit of a break. And that'll bring up Goldschmidt. He had a double his first time up. Second, Donovan's at first. 1-1 game. Fifth hit for St. Louis. One and 0. Up the middle and through for a base hit. Arenado rounds third. He's coming home. The throw is cut off by Rice. It's an RBI single for Goldschmidt, and the Cardinals now lead 2-1.
Timely hitting. I mean, a couple big two-out hits against Marcus Stroman after the play was not made over by the stands. A change up here, and again, not a terrible pitch. Started to get a movement just a little out over the plate.
.55th ribby for Goldschmidt as Nootbaar takes a strike.
If you really break down why the Cardinals are not where they're supposed to be or want to be, it's because Arenado and Goldschmidt. And tonight, so far, good things from him.
Nootbaar flies out to Soto, and that'll do it. But 4 straight two-out hits. Cardinals score 2. They lead 2-1.
I'm gonna miss you.
I won't forget you.
What?
Back to school, back to Kohl's.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters.
The first step to building wealth is being careful who you listen to when it comes to your finances. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. I'm not even human.
When it comes to financial,
Penthouse. I'm not even human.
Hi, can I have some mics, please?
Does this enormous rabbit mean Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was his day hard enough for a refreshing Mike's Hard Lemonade, Joel?
Was it?
Was it? Hop to it, bunny boy.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by ShopRite. Check out Happy by Buick. Visit your local Tri-State Buick dealers. And by Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Those are 2 pretty good hitters right there.
I mean, Stan Musial's numbers are unbelievable, and Babe Ruth, his name says it all. You can go down that list. The first picture was Lou Brock and Ricky Henderson, and this really amazes me because Lou Brock held the stolen base record for a long time. He had 888 for the Cardinals, 938 career, and that lasted until 1991. And all of a sudden, this guy named Ricky Henderson broke it. which actually was the same day as Nolan Ryan threw his 7th no-hitter. So what a day in baseball. But my point was Ricky ended up with 1,406, where the record was 938 for a lot of years.
1-2.
I mean, can you think of any major league records where you're almost
obliterated? No, I can't. I can't.
I stumped you?
Yeah, baseball stumped me. As Verdugo goes down on strikes.
It looks like he's trying to cut the baseball, but it was up in the strike zone. That's a ball that, just high enough where he's underneath it. But that cutter is a pitch usually you intend, especially against lefties, to throw it in under their hands.
There was a strike to Glaber. The name that jumped out at me is Stan Musial.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be good to have your nickname be the man.
The man. I mean, I actually looked, and I thought that his career was over in 1963, which that surprises me. I thought he was, a little closer to the 70s, but he lost a year in 1945 because of service. But when you look what his numbers, 3,630 hits, 1,951 RBIs. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You know what his hits? You talk about a weird stat. He had 1,815 hits at home, 1,815 hits away.
Spread it around.
Usually guys aren't that even home and away, huh?
Now, I'm distracted as you're talking. I'm looking at Chip Carey.
Yeah, he's got the hat on.
I mean, can you imagine the columns that have been written about us if we had a Yankee logo on our hat?
One of those, the old Sam hats, or what are they, Yankee Doodle hats? What do they call them when they used to wear the Yankees?
Oh, the top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's a rally cap for him, right?
Yeah, he was pointing at the 2 spot up on the 3rd inning, so I think he's a good luck charm.
Skied the other way and hits the screen. 3-2. You know how Stan got that nickname, right? At Evans Field.
Okay.
Because he used to destroy the Dodgers, and whenever he would come up, the fans go, "There goes that man.
There's that man.
There's that man." And a walk for Torres. Seeing a lot of pitches out of the leadoff spot.
It's amazing to me that, you could literally go up there and work walks. If you stay within the strike zone, pitchers, even throwing 95, 100 miles an hour, really don't want to throw strikes. They always want hitters to leave the strike zone. That's where Juan Soto goes up there. I'm going to swing at strikes, and I'll take my walks.
Grounded foul. Yankees down 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. One on Soto, who singled in the 1st inning. Now you see on the right sleeve of the Cardinals uniform a number 24, in memory of Whitey Herzog. Hall of Fame manager. Managed both the Cardinals and the Royals. Passed away, so honored with that patch. 3-1. Cardinals have 6 hits, the Yankees 2. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That one is ripped into right center field. It's a base hit. And it'll go to the wall. Gleyber Torres hustling to third. They're waving him home. And there'll be no throw. It's an RBI double for Juan Soto, and the game is tied at 2.
Well, Juan Soto got jammed his first time. Not this time. This ball was just rifled into right center. And again, Michael, that carom, that long carom off the right center wall allowed Gleyber Torres to score easily. Most of them kind of hit that padding and stop. This hits under it, and boom, just shoots out there. So I got a Whitey Herzog story.
Okay.
I had just got called up with the Reds to St. Louis. That was my first, introduction to the major leagues. Dave Parker, one of the greatest hitters of his generation, gets this blue pit to win a game. The first game I'm in. And Whitey Herzog in the paper said, how can a big elephant like that win a game like that? Next day, Parker goes deep his first at bat and looks over and does the rhino or the elephant trunk to him and started blowing down the first baseline. Hilarious. I thought this is what happens in the major leagues.
This is big league baseball. So 1-0 on Judge. They're electing to pitch to him here. The game tied at 2. First base open. One and one. Second highest slugging in August in Yankee history to Babe Ruth. 2-1. Judge in August coming into this game hitting .415, .556 on base percentage. .927 slug. Off the end of the bat. 2-2. Take a look at Judge in August on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud. 34 hits all over the place. Beautiful spaghetti strings. 16 singles, 6 doubles, 12 home runs. What an amazing month. Two. Popped up. Goldschmidt in foul territory makes the play. So Judge 0 for 2 tonight. That brings up Austin Wells. Foul back.
Surprising, they're kind of shifted, giving Wells the whole left side of the infield. I know he does pull a lot of balls, but he has the ability
to hit it out. Walker back on the track at the wall. See ya. A 2-run home run for Wells, and the Yankees lead 4-2.
Tell you what, when you see what Austin Wells has done since he's been in the 4 spot, I mean, he has really changed this offense. And as I was talking about earlier in the game, men in scoring position, bigger at bats, he seems to come through a lot. He's turned out to having a great year offensively for the Yankees.
11th home run of the year now is 40 ribbies. gave a try, but out of his reach. Oh, muffed by the fan.
An error. That's got to be an error, Michael. Right out of you. Oh, these are my pictures. I love it. Fan reaction. Players' reaction. Michael, you would have snagged that, wouldn't you?
I don't know. That's not easy without a glove.
Looks easy in slow motion, doesn't it?
So Dusty Blake, the pitching coach, comes out and talks with Fetty. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. And a strike.
Kind of a change-up grip, and it tails away a little, but not enough. Wells was able to stay with it, line it into the bleachers.
Second most by a rookie catcher in Yankees history. The most is Gary Sanchez, who had 20 in his rookie season. So he's tied with a fella by the name of Yogi Berra. Yogi had 11 in 1947. Sanchez with 20 in 2016, and that's certainly within striking distance for Wells.
I can only imagine if I would have had that stat to tell Yogi. Yogi only had 11 home runs for rookie year.
3 runs on 2 hits. The big hit, the 2-run home run by Austin Wells at the end.
Try one of 5 signature flavors. Drizzled, drenched, and dripping on original recipe chicken nuggets. Grab 10 for just $5.99.
Big drip, big drip, big drip, big drip, big drip.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold refreshment. You add Mountain Cold refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Firehouse subs, hook and ladder jingle, take 1.
Hook and ladder. Bread, mustard, mayo.
Faster.
Lettuce. The sandwich is too big for the song. It's too big.
About who needs to file. Check out finsend.gov/BOI. Filing is easy and free. It took me less than 20 minutes.
Looks like I do have to file. Thanks, Jamie. It's great having a supportive business community.
Reporting beneficial ownership information helps protect U.S. national security. Filing is quick, secure, and free. And it's the law. Learn more at finsend.gov/BOI.
When your child needs her wisdom teeth out, how will you deal with the pain? Are opioids the answer? A child prescribed opioids is 16 times more likely to develop an opioid use disorder. In New Jersey, thousands of families lose a loved one to the opioid epidemic.
I am so sorry. I didn't choose an alternative to opioids.
Don't let her toothache lead to your heartache. Be wise about wisdom teeth. Go to drugfreenj.org.
Follow Yes Network on TikTok for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, game highlights, and the latest Yankees news. Don't miss out. Join the ultimate sports community today. Well, his offense picked him up, got 3 runs back, lead 4-2 on the Cadillac scoreboard. We go to the 4th, and Walker takes outside 1-0.
You know, you look at what Stroman does, and if he can stay away from the big inning, you know, the 3 or 4 runs, you know, just nickel and dime, one here, one there, give this offense a chance. You know, chances are you're going to do what's happened tonight, and they're going to throw up some runs, and you look up at the scoreboard, you got a lead.
Hit sharply, a base hit to left field off the bat of Walker. So a leadoff single here in the 4th. Time to name that Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. 260 hitter, 275 home runs, 850 ribbies. Played for the Yankees from 1960 to 1966. 2 years with the Cards.
Some good numbers, though. 275 home runs, 850. We should know this.
I think I got it.
Oh, good. I'm going to take the night off. And I have been here a long time today. I didn't want to waste my energy.
You should really get this, Paul.
All right, I'll turn it back on then.
Yeah, you got to turn it on.
I can't quit.
1-1 on Pajes.
You know what? Now that I do think it's kind of a gimme, really.
Yeah. What was that? That number on that one? A 7. Ridiculous. Ground it to short. There's one. On the first, it's a double play. I think it should be a 4.
A 4?
Maybe a 3 or a 4.
I mean, the harder they are, the closer to 1, right? Or is it the other way?
The other way. 10's the hardest.
Oh.
Yeah, now they've changed it.
I wouldn't even give it a 4. Give me a 2, Troy.
You want a 2? Wow.
I mean, if you ever watch...
Oh.
I mean, if you ever think of 1961, you got the answer.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Pretty much how you giving it away, but yeah.
Well, you gave it away already.
I haven't said a word. I said I got it.
You say you got it that easy. No, I had to give it some thought. It was easy.
That one's to Rice. That was easy.
Fancy. Play with Mickey Mantle, too. How's that?
Oh, man. What a killer.
For years.
Sales event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability, and experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Returning lessees can now lease a Ford F-150 for just $299 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Mike's, please. Extra cold. Was this fire person's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Joel?
Was it?
Hey. Keep it cool, cool cat.
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
Good morning with Dulcolax. Good morning. Yeah. Try Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Dulcolax.
Ion. Electrified. Hanguk Tire.
The New York Yankee Foundation's 50-50 raffle is now open. During every home game at Yankee Stadium, one lucky fan wins half the pot. The other half is donated to the New York Yankees Foundation. Buy your tickets now at yankees.com/5050. 1-0 on Jazz Chisholm Jr. 2-0. Chisholm grounded out to second in the second, moving Stanton to third, and he scored on Volpe's sac fly. As Paul said, that's old-time baseball.
Mm-hmm. They add up, though. I mean, you get on the board early with a run like that, and you attack on a few. The next thing you know, you get in the mid-innings with a lead. It's good baseball. Boy, the foul balls, Michael, you look, there's Aaron Judge football jerseys everywhere.
Yep.
You know, the football season starts, the baseball games get more important in September. Fun time of year in sports.
A lot of Yankees took BP wearing it today.
Mm-hmm.
look who's handed out the jerseys. Wow. That's pretty cool for the fans, huh?
I got a couple orders to bring the giveaway home tonight. I hope we do get some Yankee Judge jerseys up here, right?
Chisholm down looking. Now you saw Luis Hill handing out some of the jerseys, and Meredith, you have some information on Luis.
Well, Michael, pretty good news when it comes to Luis Hill. He was in the bullpen today throwing a side session, and Aaron Boone said he is going to make a rehab start on Sunday. The back really not an issue. He continued throwing throughout that, so he feels healthy. They don't know how many rehab starts he is going to need, but guys, the Yankees are going to have some decisions that they have to make. You have Luis Hill, you have Clark Schmidt, you have Anthony Rizzo, you have Ian Hamilton, and even John Birdie. A little bit longer out of those guys, but all coming back, and you're going to need to find ways to get them all on the roster.
Well, you can expand the roster on Sunday, one position player, one pitcher. But as you said, Meredith, there's more than just two players that have to make their way back.
And Aaron Boone was also asked about Jason Dominguez. Is he being considered when that roster expands? And he said, yes, he's in the conversation, but because of some of the guys I mentioned, you wonder if the Yankees are going to go that direction. Certainly a lot of discussions will be had between now and Sunday.
Rice swings and fouls the ball off 0-1.
Do you like the two-player rule, only allowed to pull up two?
Oh, I used to hate the 40-man roster.
Yeah, I hate the 8 or 10, but 3 or 4 or 2. You like the 2.
I mean, it could be a little bit more. I know what you're saying. I mean, you really, but the rule allows you to play the same game that you played through the first 5 months of the season.
But I do agree with you. In the old days, you'd get 8 or 10 people up, and then there were pitching changes every single inning, and it just...
Last 5 innings of a game, you were always facing a lefty.
Guys I've never heard of or seen.
Lined right at Goldschmidt. Yankees go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 5th. It's 4-2 Bombers.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
I'm cake. When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds! The National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just blaze, Godzilla bankroll, stones from Chile on, yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home, trailblazer, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arts is crafty, dogs, why I stop a laffy, taffy, wondering, get past me, I've been doing this before, now it's dropping nasty.
You can only get Wendy's new saucy nugs at Wendy's. So if anyone ever tries to tell you they have saucy nugs at home, you might want to see what else they're hiding, because that person lies. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At Toyota's national sales event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Right now, get Tundra with 1.99% APR for 48 months, plus $1,000 TFS subvention APR cash, or lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $499 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Yankees Baseball on the S is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing, and by Ford, the official SUV of the Yankees. Last inning, Marcus Stroman threw just 8 pitches, and that was after Jordan Walker led off with a single, then a double play, and the ground out. 8 pitches to get 3 outs. Now on his hit on the line to Torres to retire a win, 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's the number 2 hitter in the order, Alec Burleson. Rice is deep at first, fairly close to the line. Chisholm pulled way off the line at third, about even with the bag. And a strike. St. Louis just split 4 games with the Padres. You know, when this team was put together and talking with Chip Carey, is that they thought they were going to score 5 runs a game. Well, they score 4.1 runs per game. That one is drilled to right field. That is going to be a base hit. Going to second is Burleson. The throw to second is out. He overslid the bag, and Volpe kept the tag on to get Burleson.
What a play on both ends there, because, you know, Juan Soto really played this. He didn't have much of a chance. This ball was hammered to start with, but he got a good relay in. He got his feet in good position, made a strong throw, and Anthony Volpe stayed with the play, got him off the base. A big out for the Yankees.
Momentum took him off the bag. So a single out trying to stretch, 9-6. Crowd in right field serenading Soto. Anyway, they score 4.1 runs per game. That's 24th in baseball. And if you look at their bullpen's great. The starting rotation has not been what they expected either. Looks like Stroman's having some trouble with the pitch com. So the offense is really deserved. That's why they're 500 team.
Yeah, and they played a tough schedule recently. I mean, they won 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee, who they're chasing in the division, and they go to Milwaukee, I think, from here also. They play San Diego, they play Minnesota. Both teams are good. You see, Juan Soto, I was talking to him, I said, did you like going home? But, you know, he could not emphasize enough how much joy and how much fun he is having while being with the Yankees.
One 1-0 to Arenado. That's his 10th outfield assist, tied with Miguel Andujar and Jarren Duran for the American League lead. High fly ball, left field. Another economical inning for Marcus Stroman. Take another look at that throw. He played it well off the wall and then fired in. Anthony Volpe did the rest of the work. As Burleson overslid the bag. It's a smile.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Swipe into end of summer fun with a new Toyota. Staycation.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Now mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions. Nerds!
Literally anything. Walk for hours, stop going to school, sacrifice sleep, health, money, and time, all for water that's not even safe to drink. It doesn't have to be this way. This is a problem we can solve together. Join Charity Water in our mission to end the global water crisis. Visit charitywater.org today.
Back here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx on the Audi Scoreboard, Yankees lead the Cardinals 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Alex Verdugo will lead off against Eric Fetty. Pitch outside, 1-0. It'll be Verdugo, Torres, and Soto. 9-1-2 in the Yankees order.
Just off the top of your head, Michael. How many pitches has Stroman thrown in the last 2 innings?
Let's see. I would say 15.
14. 8 and 6. That's amazing, huh?
That'll get you into the 8th inning.
Really working the top of the zone to Verdugo tonight. Everything has been just above the line in the strike zone. You always wonder as a hitter, you know, how certain scouting reports, how certain teams are going to pitch you. Well, so far tonight, it's been high in the strike zone.
Now, as Verdugo down on strikes.
That's the ball that is really tough for lefties. Lefties are so good at getting to the ball down and in, but the ball under your hands, you just can't drop the barrel quick enough to get there.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Oh and 1. Nice framing there by Pages. 0-2. One and 2. And the count levels at 2-2. Torres with a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. Cardinals have doubled the amount of hits by the Yankees, but the Yankees have made it count. They lead 4-2. Cardinals 8 hits, Yankees 4. As Torres swings and misses. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Fetty.
And you see him come around that four-seamer enough just to get a little movement cutter. That ball was actually fouled into the catcher's glove, and that is so frustrating as a hitter because it's just the luck of the draw, whether it, you know, stays on the same plane or gets out of the catcher's glove when you just foul it off.
7 strikeouts for Fetty, just 1 walk. One and 1. Soto is 2 for 2, a single and an RBI double. Run scored as well. Breaking his 0 for 13 mini slump with authority tonight. Two and 2. Three and 2. Judge on deck. Ribbies, 11 extra base hits in the last 17 games. Grounded foul.
I thought it was really interesting, Michael. On Old Timers Day, we had a lot of the players come up, and CC Sabathia was up here, and really something kind of resonated with me when I said, would you pitch differently today? And he said, yes, because most of the hitters are looking to get their A swing every pitch. And that really, made sense to me. Soto's not that type. He changes with 2 strikes. So, if you're 0-2, you got to change and look for different things to put the ball in play. And I thought that was a really, really good observation from CC Sabathia. Get away from the A swings, Mike.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial. Not a CFO. And this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds.
More capable and more practical. Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. Top of the 4th, already 2-0 Boston. Connor Wong, base hit to left that will score Tyler O'Neill. It's an RBI double to give Boston a 3-0 lead. And then top of the 6th, Wong, this time it's not coming back. Solo shot is 12th. Boston leading at 4-0. Both of these teams within 5 of the final wild card spot. Thank you, Bob. 5th inning recap brought to you by Audi and the 2024 Audi Q5. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. See the pitcher's numbers over 5 innings. Both remain for the 6th as Stroman comes out. I assume that they'll have Fetty pitch the 6th. We'll see. Donovan with an RBI single in the 3rd. And he grounds that one to Rice. 1 away. Boy, they're jumping on Stroman early in the count, and he's being very economical.
Looked like it hit Wells. I heard a sound after the baseball. Looked like it hit him in his shin guard. Yeah, it's a good line from the 4th inning on, right?
Not too bad. Weaver warming up. Pitch count's in good shape, just 78. Base hit up the middle. Goldschmidt is 3 for 3. It's time for pitching decisions presented by Sage.
Hey, look at Marcus Stroman, how he's gone to his sinker. He's given up a lot of hits, but they've been ground balls, and a few balls got up in the strike zone recently that got hit hard, but for the most part, he's kept the Cardinals under control.
It's the 9th hit for the Cardinals. There's Nootbaar. 1-0.
Yeah, well, you look at Marcus Stroman and his velocity, and we've talked about it. We're at the lower end of the major league level. So his location is so much more important. You're not going to get away with mistakes as much. Last pitch, up in the strike zone, Goldschmidt hammers it up the middle just because he does not have enough on the fastball to really pitch up there consistently.
One and two. Right back to Stroman. There's one. On to first. That's a double play. A pumped-up Stroman skipping off the mound. A 1-6-3 double play to end the 6th inning. He's a good fielder. A perfect strike to Volpe. And Volpe fires to Rice. And Stroman loves what he sees.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO. And this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
I'm cake.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds.
This summer, introducing new 3 double cheese and double cheese. World might not be ready for them.
But at $3 a pop, your wallet definitely is. Find the dip that hits at Subway today.
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, why stay at a hotel with more kids? Get an Airbnb and have the place to yourselves.
Load coupon. Feel October in the air today.
These games mean something. You want to win the division.
But this is the battle of the American League East.
Back here at the stadium on the Montefiore-Einstein scoreboard, Cardinals about hit the Yankees, but the Yankees outscored them so far. They lead 4-2 as we start the bottom of the 6th inning with Aaron Judge. And a strike. Judge 0 for 2 so far against Eric Fetty.
Yeah, Fetty stayed ahead of him all night, and then he can kind of pick the corners to make the perfect pitch at this point.
Two and two. So the Yankees have 3 games against the Cardinals, and then they go to Texas for 3 games against the Rangers. And while they're playing those 6, as Judge swings and misses, well, the Orioles, 3 games in Colorado against the Rockies and 3 games against the White Sox. So you would assume the Orioles would do the damage they have to do against those teams, so put some pressure on the Yankees in these games.
Yeah, in the keys of the game, I said, you know what, you get to this part of the year, it doesn't matter who you're playing. I mean, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, the end of the season. Who doesn't want to go, into September up a game and a half where you look forward to coming to the ballpark every single day, getting to the playoffs?
Cardinals go to the bullpen.
If it's always been a dream to go to Paris, why stay in a hotel on the touristy side of Paris? Get an Airbnb on the Paris-y side of Paris.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday.
You're gonna kill us.
Why are you doing this?
I want to leave now.
To new friends.
Speak no evil. Rated R.
Cheers. Chevy's got you.
Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $199 a month. Or well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR when you finance with GM Financial.
If it's always been a dream to go to Paris, Why stay in a hotel on the touristy side of Paris? Get an Airbnb on the Paris-y side of Paris.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday.
It's time for the Audi Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Well, Austin Wells with his 11th home run put the Yankees ahead, and they still have the lead. That's why you're seeing the pitching change here. Lefty to come in. Oh, Michael, you signed your hat for somebody.
Wow.
Amazing. Look at that.
Talk about a layup. Here is John King.
Wow.
Bad guy. As Wells fouls it away. I'll get you back.
Get me back for 20-something years. Look, it hurts his neck.
Believe me, I know. You try supporting this noggin. 1-1 on Wells. Pop foul and out of play. Stanton on deck. 1-2 count on Wells. King deals. Oh! Nice grab there by King for the second out.
Your only chance here, because of the way the defense, if he kind of ricochets this off his glove, you might get a cheap hit. Obviously, Wynn was behind him, but again, I don't think that Wells ever looks really overmatched by lefties. He has just become a very good piece of this offense.
And the pitch to Stanton is a strike. Stanton ripped a double over the head of Scott in center field. Came around to score in the second. Struck out in the third. Cousins warming. The 2-1. The change up 2-2. Strike three. John King dealing like he's in front of the map on election night. We go to the 7th. That day is here. Yankees, Red Sox.
Verdugo, how can you not enjoy that?
Strike three. Driven deep to center field. Home run for Aaron Judge. Back-to-back home runs. Judge, Wells, and O'Neill. He went out of the park too. Left two.
This is you, and this is your first hunch of the season.
It's parlay time.
With FanDuel, a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV will give you many more.
Buffalo. It's Broncos time. Psst, I'd take the over.
And you can easily act on whichever one speaks to you.
Eagles, Browns, Broncos, Bills. They all look.
And make every moment more.
New customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets. Plus, every customer gets a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. Only from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Whoa, if you want my 2 cents on interest rates, we got options.
My 2 cents. This one's priced to sell. My 2 cents?
My 2 cents?
My 2 cents?
My 2 cents? My 2 cents?
Here's my 2 cents on planning for the future. Interest plus interest equals more interest. Come on, man. You gonna drink that?
Hi, Joan. Perfect timing. I have a few questions.
Of course. Let's look at your plan.
That's time to name that Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen. Those are the clues. Now, it was originally a 7, dropped to a 4, now a 2, and the answer is Roger Maris.
Of course.
Won a couple of titles with the Yankees, one with the Cardinals as well. Famous 1961 season. Had 2 MVPs. And he happened to be a really good defender as well.
You know what he did in his last contract? Part of negotiating his last contract with the Cardinals, he got an Anheuser-Busch distributor, became extremely wealthy from it.
Yep. Still in the family.
Yeah.
7-time All-Star, won the Gold Glove in 1960, hit the 61 in 61. Jordan Walker will lead off against Marcus Stroman as we start the 7th inning. And a strike.
Speaking of beer, Michael, I was at the Hard Rock today before the game.
You did the rounds today.
It was unbelievable, though. I mean, they served my IPA out there. The fans were ready for the game. Of course, I couldn't have one. I had to come out and do the game with you, but what a great time.
We should do a game just consuming the IPA.
It better not be a long one.
Chip's grandfather used to have a couple during a game, yeah. As Jordan down on strikes, Jordan Walker.
Yeah, you're speaking of Harry Carey, and boy, he was an institution for a lot of years with the Cubs, huh?
There were days that were so hot, right, that he would just do it in his boxer shorts, with no shirt on.
I'm glad I wasn't in the booth, to tell you the truth.
Here's Pedro Pajes. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that. What do you think?
Really?
Yeah.
Give me a warning, because I'll pull the no-show. You need to go with, the tight Speedo if you're going shorts. Just make it official.
0-2. One and two. Yankees led 1-0. Then they trailed 2-1 after 2.5. But the Yankees answered with 3 in the bottom of the third. And they still hold that lead 4-2. Fouled straight back. Bottom of the order for the Cardinals. Just 90 pitches for Stroman as he's trying to get through the 7th inning. Still 1-2. And the pitch. A little hesitation by Stroman. Grounded in the hole. Fielded by Chisholm. The throw. And they get Pajes. Round number 2.
Well, Marcus Stroman has really got into a groove here. Really kind of just grinded and battled the first 3 innings, but then the last 3 innings has been really something efficient. Ground balls. I think Aaron Boone has the bullpen going, but why go to it when Stroman continues to get outs?
Scott swings and misses.
Look at this, Michael. Innings 1 through 3, 61 pitches. Since then, 32.
Not too bad. 1-2 on Scott. America's heroes need your help. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. Swing and a foul ball.
Seems to be the hardest out, Michael, when a pitcher knows that, you're at the end of the night, chances are you're not going to come out for the eighth, but you want to finish this inning off. It always seems like it's the toughest out.
Got it. Scott goes down on strikes. Strong 7 for Marcus Stroman. At the end of 6.5, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Cardinals trail the Yankees 4-2, but will stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Army Sergeant Robert Flanagan, Jr. from Toms River, New Jersey, who served in the Vietnam War. The Yankees say, thank you, Robert, for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $199 a month. Or well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR when you finance with GM Financial.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Recipes written by hand and lost to time are now being analyzed and restored using the power of Dell AI.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Returning lessees can now lease a Ford Explorer for just $319 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Flash with you. And the Stroh Show was a show worth watching in the Bronx.
Yeah, and I go back to our pregame show where pitching coach Matt Blake told Meredith that Stroman was working on his lines towards home plate. While 7 quality innings, only a couple of runs. Biggest number for me, 0. Did not walk any of the Cardinal batters tonight. That tells you that his lines to home plate, they were right on time.
Battery mate Austin Wells goes deep. We'll talk about all of that and more when we see you on the postgame later on, fellas.
Thank you, Bob and John. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-4-0 Yanks, 2-9-0 for the Cardinals. Fetty 5 1/3. Goldschmidt a perfect night. Marcus Stroman scattered 9 hits. He's been great. Austin Wells with a big 2-run home run, the difference in the game.
You heard Bob and Flash in the studio. Jack Curry out on the field before the game, accepting awards. Huh?
He was inducted into the Irish American Baseball Hall of Fame prior to the game.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Jack.
And there's a pitch low to Chisholm, 1-1. There's Jack getting the award. Are you in the Irish American Baseball Hall of Fame?
I think so. I don't know that I got an award like Jack, though.
John Flaherty's in.
I saw a sign today. You're in like the Bronx Hall of Fame. They're putting out like street signs for you and stuff now.
Well, you know, it's a little bit concerning, okay? Because, I mean, many years ago I was honored as the Bronx Walk of Fame.
Right.
And they put street signs up, you know, Regis Philbin, everybody born in the Bronx.
Nice.
And I was just handed it today. They took it down from the light pole on the Grand Concourse, and they've taken them all down. I don't know if we're been deducted.
No, I saw it, and it did look a little weathered.
Yeah.
It was actually out in the cold, in the sun.
Like at least 20 years.
Maybe they're gold plating a new one for you or something.
You know what? I was just glad to be up there for 20 years. I'm told that Flash, Paul, Nelly, Coney, and now Curry are all in the Irish Hall of Fame.
Cheers.
Yeah. I mean, I could be mistaken for Irish.
Really? Okay, you just got rid of your O?
I'll put it over there. Now that the Bronx Walk of Fame threw me out,
you can apply?
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
Fouled away.
I like it.
Yeah, I loved it when it was on the Grand Concourse. I don't know what am I supposed to do with it now?
You know what? I got here early, Michael. I just took a walk and took it down.
You ripped it down.
I wanted you to sign it for me.
Two on Anthony Volpe. Still 1-2. Jason Zillow just made me feel good. The Yankees head of media relations.
Yeah.
He said they put up new signs to replace what you were holding in your hand. He said, you're still up there, big dog. Thank you, Jason. One, 2. 2-2. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now it's going to be 10.
We're double figures, Michael.
It's almost as many as Stroman threw in 2 innings.
You're right. You can't get over how he really just got away from the grind of the first 3 innings and just took over the game.
Three and 2. This at bat starting to look like one of those CVS receipts, you know, right down the left side of the screen. This will be an 11-pitch at bat. And now longer. Look at that. And then right at the bottom, you get 20% off the next purchase.
You know, that's only if you're a member.
Oh, I'm a member, baby.
I never have a member number, so I'm like, yeah, I should be, but I'm not.
And he works a walk. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. James Rousen's such a good guy. He's from Mount Vernon, and yesterday he was honored with a city proclamation for a local guy making good. As the Yankee hitting coach, he's a terrific dude. And the town where he grew up honored him yesterday. Isn't that nice?
Very nice. I always enjoy talking to him. He's behind the cage every day studying the hitters. Great relationship. You don't know how important it is as a hitter to have a relationship with a hitting coach. Your manager has so many things on their plate that, you know, you need somebody to talk about, you know, what you're going through mentally and physically at the plate.
Well, Volpe was going, and I guess they're saying that Rice hit the catcher with his swing, so catcher's interference. Now, Rice seems like he's heading back to home plate, and Volpe's heading back to first.
Oh, it was a foul ball.
Then why did Rice take off for first?
I don't know, C.B. Buckner had his hands up in the air, too. I think everybody was confused.
Two on Ben, electing to stay with Rice with the lefty on the mound. First with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-2 Yankees. And Anthony Volpe was standing on first base. Ben Rice is 2 for his last 34, so he is due. Hit the ball hard as last time up, lined it right to Arenado. Almost got Volpe.
Step. How he got back, I'll never know. See, he's going and then gets. Very fortunate there.
Now looks like they're going to challenge.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was a tag made. Looked like Goldschmidt missed him.
Well, this challenge replay brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. I didn't see that he's out. He hasn't touched him yet. The hand's on the bag. I don't think he got the blousy part of the uniform at all.
Well, that's a pretty good view right there. It looks like the hand's completely on the base. It shouldn't take long, Michael.
It shouldn't, but can't guarantee it.
I think Volpe just said, "There's no way I'm out." So
after review, the call on the field stands. The winner is safe. St. Louis loses their challenge.
seemed like a waste of a challenge. There's no angle that showed that he was out. Now they've made the 2 throws over. That frees up Volpe just a little bit. There he goes. He stopped and then goes after the ball was mishandled by Pajas. That was odd. So a stolen base for Volpe.
It was almost like he was trying to make him throw, and then he didn't like his jump, so he just kind of hesitated and then just went on.
He was trying to get a run down there.
Right, and they did give him a stolen base on that. He did stop, but they ended up giving him a stolen base.
Ground ball to win. As Volpe moves over to third. An announced crowd of 47,103, the 15th sellout of the year here in the Bronx.
It's been a while, Michael. I mean, we've done a lot of games recently. It's been a while since you've seen crowds like this every day. It seems like they're lined up when you come into the ballpark. It's been a great atmosphere to play in this year.
There was a strike to Verdugo, who did not like that call from C.B. Buckner. Verdugo struck out twice against Eric Fetty.
That wasn't caught very well either, kind of going away from the plate.
Volpe jumps out of the way of that one. Foul ball, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Verdugo down on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. We go to the 8th. 4-2 Yanks.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $199 a month. Or well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR when you finance with GM Financial.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream LA in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. Being present is the most important part. To be the better mirror for my son. Bro, he brings the vibes, you know what I'm saying? He brings the party no matter what. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody. And I love him to the death of me.
Well, come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, September 13th as the Yankees push for the playoffs. The Yankees take on the Red Sox in an important division game, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance receive a Yankees jersey hoodie, courtesy of Star. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com today. That's a pretty good-looking giveaway.
I'd say the giveaways are getting better and better, aren't they?
Really awesome. Nice. Jake Cousins comes on to start the 8th inning. 7 strong for Marcus Stroman, and Mason Wynn, top of the order, leads off, takes a strike from Cousins. Cousins sporting just a filthy slider. Done very, very well. 1 on Wynn. Wynn 0 for 3 against Stroman. So Stroman scattered 9 hits, but really pitched well. And really turned it on over the final 3 or 4 innings, Paul.
Yeah, the first 3 innings, he really grinded and, gave up got out of a couple jams, gave up a couple runs, but eliminated the big inning and then allowed his offense to throw up some runs. And now you're trying to hold on to a 2-run lead.
Well, every year it seems the Yankees find themselves a reliever that comes out of nowhere. Well, last 14 games, Jake Cousins 0.60 ERA. But this is falling under the heading of who thought he would contribute like this.
Right. He has a great ability to throw that slider in the strike zone and break it off the plate. And he throws hard enough with his 2-seamer to get away with his fastball if he needs it.
Three-two, topped up. It's going to be out of play.
I mean, that's that 2-seamer you're talking about, and that's 95 miles an hour. When you're looking for that slider away, and then the ball all of a sudden takes off inside at 95, tough to cover both pitches for a hitter.
Three-two, got him. There's that fastball, 96 miles an hour. Well, fans, spend your Saturday with Yes as the Yankees and the Cardinals play Game 2 of their series here at the stadium. Coverage begins at noon with batting practice in the pregame, and first pitch is scheduled for shortly after 1 on Yes and the Yes app. Here's Alec Burleson, 2 for 3 against Stroman. High fly ball, center field. Judge, 2 outs. Well, let's take a look at the pitching matchup tomorrow. Verizon projected starters. Kyle Gibson, the veteran, will go for the Cardinals. You see his numbers. Will Warren for the Yankees, 9.68 and 17 and 2/3 innings, but 23 strikeouts. As he tries to put up some zeros up against the Cardinals. Coverage begins at noon, as we mentioned, right here on the Yankee Entertainment and Sports Network.
Yeah, Warren is really due for a good start. I mean, he has really battled the first couple innings, getting the Yankees out of the game. Love to see him get off to a good start tomorrow and see if he can, get his feet under him before he's given up a couple runs.
Two and one on Arenado. A sellout crowd here in the Bronx. Yankees lead 4-2, top of the 8th. 3-1.
A 2-seamer, when you're looking for a slider away and you miss, that 2-seamer kind of follows you up and in.
Pumps that 96-mile-an-hour sinker in there, 3-2. O'Brien getting ready. Two outs, nobody on. 3-2 count on the number 3 hitter in the order, Nolan Arenado. Drilled to left field and deep. Going back for Dugo. Turning, looking, and that ball is gone. A home run for Arenado, and it's 4-3 Yankees.
Well, it looked like Arenado was really sitting on that slider the whole at bat, and he finally got one. His 15th home run of the year. Really stayed with it. You see Aaron Boone heading out there to get Cousins. Watch, he does not come off this ball at all. Not a lot of break on it, but really stays on it. No doubt he's looking for that pitch.
Just got over the wall into the seats. First row. 15th home run for Arenado. End of the game for Cousins. They bring in Canely to face Donovan.
In every generation, there are those who question the status quo. Questions like, why can't chicken be slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado verde salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu. Only at Taco Bell.
How would your mouth feel about bourbon barbecue sandwiches?
I don't know why people sleep on Arby's.
Savory, smoky, sweet. Why aren't you here yet? Arby's, we have the meat.
World, the time has come to
push the button.
World, the time has come to
push the button.
World, the time has come to
push the button.
Get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 GMC Hummer EV pickup for around $849 per month. We are professional grade GMC.
Get your Labor Day delivered. The Home Depot has free delivery on over 2 million items and fast same-day delivery from our store to your door. Get Labor Day delivered your way at the Home Depot.
Well, tonight on Yes, catch the best of Talkin' Yanks podcast, including Aaron Boone's weekly segment. Watch it tonight after the postgame on Yes and the Yes app. Tommy Canely comes on. This will be his 40th game. His numbers are very good. He faces Brendan Donovan. Yankees up by 1. And there's a strike. One and one on to Donovan. Donovan an RBI single in the third. You know, we say that Stroman pitched 7 innings and gave up 2 runs. He really didn't give up any runs. A ball that should have been caught by Chisholm up against the screen was not. That kind of opened it up. And they scored those 2 runs. Great play by Torres. Take a hit away from Donovan. And that'll end the 8th inning for the Yankees. To the glove side. Outfield grass from his knees. Got him.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic. That dead spot is gone. Stream LA in your man cave. Learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
Why take less when you can get a beefy 5-layer burrito, a Chalupa Supreme, a double stacked taco, and a drink for just $7? It's Lux for less. Introducing the $7 Lux Cravings Box, only at Taco Bell.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO. And this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
I'm cake.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or melts and your favorite side. Combo like you've never comboed before. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The hottest deals of the summer won't last.
Get in and get away now. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $229 a month or get 1.99% APR or up to $1,250 bonus cash. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Well, fans, stay tuned after the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Bob Lorenz and John Flaherty will have highlights and analysis. Meredith Marakovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Yes app. Riley O'Brien, third pitcher, used by the Cardinals. This will be his third game. And he'll face the top of the order, starting with Gleyber Torres, who made a nice play to end the top of the inning. O'Brien's 29 years old, third big league season. Made the team to start the season. He got injured on opening day and was out for 4 months with a flexor tendon strain. He got called back up to the big leagues on Tuesday. One and two. Clay Holmes heating up. Got to save the game in the ninth. 3-10-0 for the Cardinals, losing to 4-4-0 for the Yanks. Popped up, shallow center field, and that one's going to find grass. It's a base hit for Gleyber Torres.
You know, Michael, earlier in the game, I told you can't always have your A swing when you're ahead in the count, great, but when you're behind in the count, somehow, some way, put it in play, because you never know what'll happen. And that's a B swing, but you know what? It's an A result with a base hit into right center. Little blooper.
He'll take it. So here's Juan Soto, 2 for 3 tonight. One and 0. The Yankees would like to give Holmes a little more breathing room. Rays are thin 1-run lead now in the bottom of the 8th inning. One and two. The vast majority of the sellout crowd remains here at the stadium. A tight ball game between the Yankees and the Cards.
Yeah, one-run game. I mean, you can't emphasize how important it is to try to tack on a run here for Clay Holmes. Give him a little breathing room. You know, with the Gleyber leadoff single, we've got Soto and Judge. Big opportunity for the Yankees here. The Yankees up 4-3, but you look at the hit column. The Cardinals 10 hits, Yankees 5. Because that's when you really look into that long ball and how it can change the course of a game with Austin Wells' big 2-run homer.
Now, I told you the Cardinals have a very good bullpen, but they likely do not have their closer, Ryan Helsley, because he's pitched 2 days in a row. So they'll have to find another way if they get a lead or if they go into extra innings. It will not be Helsley. Did he go? Yes, he did. Soto down on strikes. Did not like the call from Dan Iasonia.
Yeah, it looks like the body got out and the bat kind of got out in front of him. That's kind of tough there. You know, from that angle, it doesn't look as bad, huh?
From that angle, it did.
Yeah. You know what I always hated, though, is I hate to say it, it's the attitude that they punch you out with. It just call me strike three. You know, you win. You don't need an attitude with it, you know, to emphasize it. I know it. I don't like your call. Just don't make it worse than it is.
18-game on-base streak for Judge. He's 0 for 3 today. 2-0. Cardinals have certainly gone right after Judge tonight. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Have not tried to pitch around him. And a strike, 2-1. Runner on first, 1 man out, bottom of the 8th inning. Just missed the outside corner, 3-1 on Judge. And they say he went around. He was taking his elbow guard off, thinking it was ball 4. But first base umpire Ben May said he went. I thought he went more than Soto did.
Yeah.
3-2. Swing and a miss. So from thinking he had a walk to striking out for the 3rd time tonight, Judge is down 2 away here in the 8th.
A pretty good breaking ball just off the outside corner. They've really pitched Aaron Judge tough tonight and not pitched around him.
Well, here's the difference in the game. The 2-run home run by Wells in the 3rd gave the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Now it's 4-3. And there's a strike. Check out the exit velocity on the home run presented by Spectrum. 101.2 off the bat. Traveled 399 feet.
Tonight for Austin Wells, first career multi-home run game. Couldn't pick a better night. Wow, 4 RBIs on the night, 2 home runs. So happy to see him getting his just due now, Michael, with the opportunity to play. Kind of taken that job behind the plate and has added so much offense right there. See ya. You see Paez, his reaction?
Yes, I did.
Watch the catcher's reaction here. Head down. Oh, hated it. Austin Wells, loving it.
There's a better view of what Paez did. No, that couldn't show it either. Stanton goes down on strikes. So 3 strikeouts for O'Brien, but a 2-run home run for Wells. There it is. And there it goes. And there's the shot that Paul loves. And the Yankees have a 6-3 lead.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Oh,
glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
Listen, I spotted it from the start. Breaking didn't even have a name yet. Bunch of kids from the South Bronx who didn't just knock on the door, they kicked it down. And today, it's your time. It's all about spotting it early. And if you do, no victory is out of reach.
The first step to building wealth is being careful who you listen to when it comes to your finances. I'm not a CFO, and this is not a penthouse. I'm not even human.
When it comes to financial decisions, start with the nerds.
Well, it's time for the Buick drives of the game, Paul.
Well, Austin Wells, he's your only guy who's hit two tonight. First one in the third was his 11th, put the Yankees ahead, and hopefully this sealed the deal. If you're a Yankee fan, in the 8th, his 12th. Those are your drives of the game. You know, Michael, those were brought to you by Buick, too.
Yeah?
See that?
I love it. So did Wells. Clay Holmes comes on. Tries to pick up his 29th save. First up is Paul Goldschmidt against the Yankee closer. Goldschmidt 3 for 3 tonight. 1-0, fastball outside. So much more room for which to work thanks to Wells. One more.
And if you haven't played the game of baseball, you don't understand how heavy that ball is right there. That two-seam 96, 98 right on a hitter's hand, and a good hitter in Goldschmidt just ate him up.
1-2. Hit sharply and backhanded and then bobbled. And it's going to be an E6 as Goldschmidt reaches.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a play that Anthony Volpe thought he had in his back pocket. It looked like he just took his eye off the ball at the end. It did not glove it and then could not handle it. Had plenty of time to get that throw off. It's going to be scored in air. Well, you think those 2 extra runs at Wells knocked in are big?
Here's Nootbaar. And it's right. Nootbaar 1 for 3 tonight. Oh, 2. And the pitch. This could be 2. Booted by Volpe, but he still gets the double play. Stayed with it, fired to Rice. A 6-6-3 double play.
Well, the man on first base, that's why you love to see that sinking fastball again. Not gloved, up the heel of the glove. It bounced right in front of him, got rid of it quick. And a little scoop over there by Rice.
So here's Jordan Walker. That one is driven out into left field. Verdugo on the run. He's there. And the Yankees win 6-3. Taking the first game of this 3-game set. All about Wells.
Ball game over. Yankees win the Yankees win.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, it's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. That never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Thank you for watching this live stream on Yankees Highlights. Subscribe to this channel and never miss out on these videos and streams. Have a great night, everyone.